Hi guys, this is the Tiny Goat Girl 57 here, and this is more of a breakdown and discussion video than a reaction video. And the reason why I said that is by the time this video uploads, or by the time I'm recording it now, I've known this news since this morning. It's 8:47 p.m. So movie news this big spreads like wildfire on Twitter. So take that as you will. But today we're gonna break out in discussion the new big movie news. Before I go on with the video, long time followers and close friends already know that one of my favorite franchises is the Sonic franchise, and my if my shirt isn't a dead giveaway, my favorite Sonic character is Shadow the Hedgehog, and I love that prickly Mountain Dew Code Red PC gamer PC colored rat so much. I love him very much, as I can tell you that. So we're gonna watch this video and let's talk about and learn the exciting news together. No, not theater mode.
There's to nobody's surprise, a Sonic 3 coming. Now, Sonic 1 had really good success, making $319 million at the box office,
That's true.
which is more than even I thought they would make. I thought it could do okay, but that was more than I thought it would make. Well, it was fantastic. I mean, it was totally delightful. I loved that movie. A lot of people did, because then the second one came out and it made more. Significantly more, almost like 25% more. It made $405 million, broke the $400 million barrier. So clearly they were going to do a third. And they teased a character at the end of that one that I had no idea who it was. But Ray nearly peed himself. When we were sitting in the screening of Sonic 2,
I would like to tell a funny story about that one when I found out that he was going to be in the next movie, or at the post credit scene. So I went to watch Sonic 2 in theaters with my family, my mom and dad and I, having a little family outing, whatever. And my mom and I stayed for the post credit scene, and my dad had to do something, do his business, whatever. Um, so when Shadow came on, my okay, this is gonna be a very normal fangirl reaction. I was red faced, screaming my head off. Um, we weren't the only ones in the theater. There was a family behind us. I thought there would be more people, honestly, because it was on the Saturday after the release of Sonic 2. So, like, Fridays and weekends are mostly when people, they would go out and party and have outings because it's the weekend. Yippee! But, I was red faced, screaming my head off. My mom didn't hear I was screaming. She thought I was having a medical emergency. I scared my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. Now back to the video. I'm sorry. That wasn't needed.
they show this character in like a tube, and like I had no idea that was, but Ray and a bunch of other 12-year-olds in the theater all knew who it was, because Ray started to squeal. Yeah,
You
Ray,
bow to the ultimate life form.
which
That's what they
is
that's who Shadow is referred to
as the ultimate life form.
Yeah.
The character
Ray.
Shadow. I know nothing about Shadow, anything else. Now,
Shout out to Ray.
for some time, there have been rumors going around that good Canadian kid, Hayden Christensen from Star Wars fame, was going to be doing the voice of Shadow.
My only knowledge of Star Wars is Episode 3. Um, he would have been an interesting choice. One of my friends wanted him to be Shadow, But like for me, I could see it, but not. But I let him explain, and he gave good reasons why.
Something that I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. But then CinemaCon came and the presentation came for Sonic and they showed us some of Sonic. No mention of Hayden Christensen. And I kind of thought they'd bring Hayden Christensen out on stage and all that kind of stuff. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. All right. So a little while later at CinemaCon, they did the screening of Fall Guy. I put up an out of the theater reaction to this online. Fall Guy's really good, by the way. It's too long. It's definitely too long, but it's quite entertaining. It's really, really fun. And they had a big after party at the Omnia nightclub. I put up some footage of that. It was a ball of a party. It was really great. We hung out with Gotham Geek Girl. Yeah. Some really cool guys from Washington were there. We got to meet and hang out with. Anyway, that was really good.
The food was so
good. The food was so good. Anyway, I paint that picture for you because it was at this party that a lot of actors, a lot of studio people, a lot of agency people, a lot of publicity people were there at the party as well. And while sitting there eating what I didn't know was an overly spicy slider, that nearly killed me, by the way. I don't handle spicy food very well. I was approached by somebody that I recognized very well, and somebody that, well, I can't say who it is, at least half of you would recognize and know if we were to say their name. I was approached at the party by somebody very connected in that sphere, if you will. And we started talking about CinemaCon so far, started talking about the channel, and he tugs me aside, because, come here a second. We literally only moved 2 feet over, so I don't know where we were going. But he says, come here a second. I get a little going. He said, you know, Hayden Christensen's not the voice of Shadow. I'm like, really? He's not? Like I said, I figured that because he's not here. Like I thought they would have brought him out on stage. He goes, no, we're not announcing it publicly yet. And please don't say anything until the week after CinemaCon, which is where we're at now.
This was supposed to be as a surprise. Paramount wanted to be a surprise. But we know someone snitched. We know someone snitched on them. The somebody let the cat out of the bag to this guy. So that's where we are right now.
He said, it's Keanu Reeves. We've already, it's done, it's signed. Keanu Reeves is our voice of Shadow. So I ran this. I had no reason not to believe them. And again, and if I told you the person, you would believe it too. So I ran this to somebody else, and the first response I got,
very, very believable cast choice, because everyone wanted Keanu to voice Shadow from the beginning. I did even. So that's not. This is nothing new. I knew this was going to be a possibility, and that's why I'm so hyped about this.
Was who told you that? But then after the who told you that, and I wouldn't say who it was like, yeah, it is. Now listen, I always tell my viewers this, 100%. If you're getting scoops from anybody, that includes me, that is not the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, right? Then receive it, but keep a little asterisk on it until you see it reported in the Hollywood Reporter and Variety. I can tell you it is 100% locked, 100% true. Keanu Reeves is Shadow.
Perfect.
You should not accept it as a 100% thing because I am a fucking nobody doing a YouTube channel.
That is very true. He is not directly press like Variety and all those news outlets. As I said, I'm not sure if anyone would know the final confirmation yet until we hear something from Paramount or the Sonic movie people themselves.
I'm on the YouTubes. I'm a fucking nobody. So you should put a little asterisk to that, but I guarantee you in the next week or two, you're going to see Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, whatever. They will run the story. If it's not out there already this morning, maybe a little bit later today, it'll come out. So file it away because make no mistake, I am a nobody. And so take it with the asterisks. But just so when you do see it in Variety and Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter, Keanu Reeves is.
Actually, I wouldn't say he was the first to upload this, but I saw him first before everyone else came on to spread this news.
Your voice of Shadow. Now, there's nobody in this room who's more vested in who might be Shadow than Ray Ora. So, Ray, I know you like the idea a lot.
Shout out to Ray, but I'm invested. I'm invested in Red and Black Hedgehog. Please.
Of a Hayden Christensen being the voice of Shadow. What do you think about a Keanu Reeves being the voice of Shadow?
I think they topped it. The Shadow's personality, he's like a loner, but he's like an anti-hero. He just fits this so much better than Hayden, actually, because of just the way Shadow is. He's Sonic's #1 rival. He's an artificial life form. He was created out of,
Who cares?
Yeah, but like I can't wait for this. Might be a match made in heaven right here. I actually think this is a great casting for Shadow. I actually could see it now.
Listen, I was kind of looking forward because I don't know much about Shadow. So I was kind of hoping that at the presentation they would show us more of Shadow, but really at the Sonic 3 presentation they just give us a couple of quick shots of Shadow, and we never got to hear his voice.
Yeah. That was surprising to me. That
I know they wrapped filming the last time I've heard on the progress of the movie, because they were filming the live action actors because of the actors strike. So what they did is they did the CGI bits first, and then they didn't do the actors till the actors strike was over.
they laid into Jim Carrey's return more than even mentioning Shadow. We showed his they showed his when they first meet with the group, Sonic and his friends, but the guy who was announced it didn't talk about the voice or anything.
Nope, they didn't talk about. Listen, at the Sonic 3 presentation, the person they spent the most time talking about was Jim Carrey.
And it was a great thing that they showed too.
Oh yeah, the clips they showed that were Jim Carrey focused were awesome. They just talked about how, like, you've never been on a movie set till you've been on a movie set with Jim Carrey. And the fact is, remember, he wasn't going to come back for this. And then they announced a few months ago that he was coming back.
I wouldn't say I made a theory, but I'm pretty sure other people analyzed this too. If I predicted that if they weren't able to bring Jim Carrey back as Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik, I would have assumed Agent Stone to be a main villain of Sonic 3 because he was his partner in crime. So why not let someone else do the work for him while he is dead or gone, as they presume? But since they got Jim Carrey back, now I'm kind of curious because I remember Jim Carrey wanted the fat Eggman, the fat suit, or him to become fat.
And the stuff they showed with him in it is great.
They showed him like sitting there like all these years just eating chips.
It's
like
kind of a
lazy.
Thor moment.
Yeah,
like a
getting
fat Thor
lazy,
moment.
getting fat. You know what I mean? And that's the way we know. He's Robotnik, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way we know him, as a bigger, more.
Yeah, as
lazy
the
looking
movies
dude.
have progressed, he's been evolving more and more into look like the traditional Robotnik we know from the video games. But again, they didn't talk much about Shadow.
And Rob hasn't seen any of these movies, right?
You haven't seen any of the Sonic movies?
No, I have seen the Sonic.
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
okay.
I thought someone was saying they didn't see.
I
it.
haven't
So
seen
what
them.
do you think about
yeah.
the revelation of Keanu? Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video,
No
Miracle
sponsor,
Made. Did
no
you?
sponsor? Let's get the sponsors out of here.
I've never played the games. I play the games cursorily. Back a long time ago when they were first out, I played one Sonic game. I don't know anything about the lore, but Keanu Reeves doing the voice of a character. I loved him as the voice of Stuntman. Who's the stuntman from
The
Canada?
Canadian stuntman
Canadian
in
stuntman?
Toy Story. He was great
He
as
was
that.
great in that, and I think that the casting of
Is it bad that I haven't seen Toy Story 4?
him as Shadow, why not? I mean, it's going to be something that I think will work for the film, and it'll be great because his voice. I was surprised how much he brought to that role
Was
in
it
Toy
Duke
Story.
Kaboom? Was
Yeah,
that
yeah, 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 yeah,
Kaboom,
yeah, Duke
right.
Kaboom, yeah, and he was really good, and I was, why not
And
give him more voice acting roles?
Let's not forget he was in Super Pets too. He voiced, like you were saying,
Oh
was it
yeah.
Batman?
Oh
Super
yeah, he was
Pets.
Batman,
Was he
right?
Batman?
Yeah. So that's the exact voice I see him.
Yeah,
And by the way, Keanu Reeves was also pretty front and center at CinemaCon too, because like one of my most pleasant surprises at CinemaCon was the presentation for the new not
Ballerina?
Kumail Nanjiani
Oh, sorry.
from Parks and Rec.
Oh, Amy Poehler?
No, the guy,
Oh, the guy.
Good Fortune,
I shoot.
plays
I'm
Tom
drawing a blank.
Haverford. Why am I freezing on his
Oh
name?
my God. Aziz.
Aziz,
Sorry.
yeah,
oh,
Okay.
Aziz Ansari. So he's got a new movie he's writing and directing and starring in, and the other cast in it is Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen. It's called Good Fortune. I knew nothing about this
oh
film.
yeah, you're talking about, yeah.
And I am dying to see this movie. Like it was one of the best things at CinemaCon was the presentation of Good Fortune, and Keanu Reeves plays an angel in it. It's like a little comedy about this down and out gig worker just working Uber Eats and TaskRabbit to try to make ends meet. It's played by Aziz. And Keanu Reeves plays his angel, who appears to him to kind of have a
Didn't he play?
why am I freezing on? It's a
It's a
wonderful.
Did he play like a tumbleweed on like the newer SpongeBob movies? I don't know. I don't care for newer SpongeBob movies because the first one is always the OG.
Wonderful
life
Life.
moment
Right.
with him to show him that his life isn't that bad. And Seth Rogen plays this rich douchebag that he's constantly having to go and do tasks for. Guys, seriously, this movie looks amazing. I can't wait. So it's big for Keanu in that. So to see him in that, and now he's going to be in Sonic 3. Yeah.
In all your years at CinemaCon, has Keanu ever showed up?
That's a good question.
He might not do CinemaCon, maybe. Maybe that's just not his thing. Maybe he doesn't want to be in Vegas or something.
I don't know. Well, I mean, clearly, like, he's working a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like,
He's gone to the Game Awards. We've seen him there.
we saw him at the Game Awards this year. Like, but I don't remember. That's a very good question. I don't recall if I've ever seen him at CinemaCon. That's a really good one. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Now, I know a lot of people really like the idea. I did too, of good Canadian kid Hayden Christensen maybe doing the voice of Shadow, but replace him with another good Canadian kid with Keanu Reeves.
Actually, as I said, beginning or during this video, everyone wanted Keanu Reeves. It was either going to be Keanu Reeves or Robert Pattinson to play Shadow, obviously, but the the people who wanted Anakin Skywalker, they that was actually, that's also not a bad choice. Like, it's a somewhat I could see it but not see it scenario.
I love the idea of it. What do you guys think? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show.
as well, this is the reason why this video is here. So it's more of a so we could discuss it together. I mean, I could have left a comment, but I guess this was a great opportunity since I am a die-hard Shadow fan. Um, but my in-depth thoughts are yes, 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 yes. But I wonder how they're gonna handle Shadow's character. I know, okay, I know they do a lot of lore digging. They even made I wouldn't say they made, but Idris Elba had to do lore digging for when he was stepping in the shoes of Knuckles. So I wonder if Keanu is also going to do that. Take that as you will, but yeah, thank you for watching the video. This is the Tiny Goat Girl 57 signing off. I'm still very new. Signing off. Howdy, goodbye.